Hey guys, we're here at the St. Croix booth. They are a manufacturer of rods. They make a great product, and I'm here with their team. I got Ryan, Jason, and Gavin here, and they're going to talk branding, give us a little history, and then dive into some of their favorite products from the show. So you guys take it away.
Absolutely. So St. Croix, getting to know us, we go back almost 75 years now. Two manufacturing facilities, one in Park Falls, Wisconsin, and one in Fresno, Mexico. You know, at one point in time, St. Croix was a small northern Wisconsin company that focused on spinning rods, multi-species spinning rods for applications like walleye fishing and pan fishing. Over those 75 years, we've definitely diversified. And although our values and our commitment to quality in manufacturing, to treating our people the right way and keeping a great workforce in both our two locations stays the same, our rod technologies really have evolved over those years. And as you can imagine, being at ICAST, we've got some new stuff to talk about. So we just won Best of Show with our freshwater rod this year, which is a reel seat design, an innovative reel seat design. And I want to talk about Rift, specifically our new line of rods. Now the guys I'm right next to is our engineering team, Brunner and Gavin over here. Gavin, let's talk a little bit about the blanks that you worked on with Rift Jig. How are they set up? How do they work?
Well, I actually worked on the Rift salt rods. Virtually the main goal of those rods was to drop the blank diameters down, but still get the powers and actions the anglers were looking for. So that was the main focus there, getting the right moderate actions and getting the rods to shut down in the right areas. So once those blanks were run through the ringers and we got those all sorted out, then we started digging into the handles, getting the right handle lengths down, adding some aesthetic features and really nailing the foregrip length and size that our anglers require.
JB, Rift Jig.
Yeah, you know, when Gavin and I worked on these blanks, a lot of times we'll go through a couple revisions. On these, you know, we had a lot of collaborating going on. There were certain models that we actually went up to 8 or 9 different revisions between what we originally designed, what we put out in the field to test. So, you know, we nailed them. We feel like we nailed them. Now we settled on our SE3 material, and why did we do that? Our SE3 material is a mid-modulus material. Obviously these rods get put to the test. You know, they get peeled over. The elongation in that fiber was perfect for these rods. So combined with wall thickness, that elongation, the modulus, it just kind of settled in where it was and we had the material at that point. What we have in here also our ART technology, which is a thin carbon fiber that's proprietary to St. Croix. It actually wraps in a 90-degree direction because as a part ovalizes, or as it deflects, it ovalizes, and it's going to explode out the ends at some point. The ART doesn't prevent it from doing that, but it takes up to 10 times more force to get it to ovalize. And what better rod is something to have in a jig rod. We also have our FRS fortified resin system in here. It's a resin that was formulated specific for us, and it ties into our cure system. You know, where do you start the temperature? How many degrees per minute do you ramp it up, and how long do you hold it? So that was designed specifically for us, which is used in the Rift blanks as well.
Last but not least, when we look at Rift Jig is a stand-up speed jigging rod. These are a really unique label setup on here because we talk about a max gram rating. So for example, this one I have in my hand is a 200 max gram rating. There's an array of these special gram ratings in both conventional and then spinning as well. And then finally, we put a recommended fish rating on here as well. So if you're going for 50 pound, if you're going all the way up to 250 pound, we've got a recommended rating on these jig rods specifically for speed jigging. The Rift Salt is your bluefin, striper, really dialed in towards that northeast, coastal Florida, and then also our west coast side. This series is very versatile. A lot of lengths, powers, and actions, a lot of angler feedback into that thing, and that's the basis behind every rod series we build here at St. Croix. It's really one of the things we live by, and that's to give our anglers the upper hand on the water in any given situation. That's why we didn't skimp. It's a full offering of jig rods, and it's a full offering of stand-up boat rods with Rift Salt.
And if people want to know more about St. Croix, where should they go to?
You can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, now TikTok, and also StCroixRods.com. Or also, hey, just reach out to us. You know, we're a really approachable company. We love to talk rods. That's what we do best. Our slogan, another thing we live by, is building the best rods on earth. and it takes a good group to support it and to listen to our anglers. We love to hear from you. Reach out to us, please.